inside the shifting light. The rainbow circles beneath the height. I follow the curve into quiet light. Eclipse climb. Carry me over the rain. Eclipse climb. Out of the shadow and sway. The night swings open. The clouds divide. I feel the highway rise with the tide. The flyover glows in a pale blue sweep. A warm pulse wakes beyond the bend. The engine lifts like a rising wave and pulls me forward again. Far towers shine through the midnight spray. Their windows streaming into fire. The high keeps calling beneath my wheels and sends my heartbeat higher. Long beams reach in the air, turns clear. The tunnel drops away from fear. I lift my focus, I follow through. The wet horizon is breaking blue. Eclipse climb. Carry me over the with the tide. I was hidden under weather, I was folded into noise. Now the height keeps calling louder, and the storm becomes my voice. gold curve wakes past the bend. The engine lifts in a rolling wave and pulls me forward again. Far towers glow across the river, their windows streaming into fire. The overpass breathes beneath my wheels and sends my heartbeat higher. Long beams reaching, air turns clear. The tunnel drops away from fear. I lift my focus, I follow through. The wet horizon is breaking blue. Radiant flyline, carry me over the rain. Radiant flyline, out of the shadow and strain. The sky keeps opening, the clouds divide. I feel the road rise with the tide. I was hidden under weather, I was folded into noise. Now the height keeps calling louder, and the storm becomes my Radiant flyline, open the silver air. Radiant flyline, take me anywhere. Every spark starts to shine. I cross the rain and claim the higher line. The city fades in a quiet stream. I keep the morning inside the dream. Spark javelin, slice the rain tonight. Spark javelin, through the shattered light. One clean signal, one sharp flame. I cut the dark before it speaks my name. What panel snap above the highway? A white burst strikes across the glass. The city breaks in silver fragments. I take the gap as it flashes past. Quick glare, cold turn. Every bright mark starts to burn. Hands lock, beat bites. I carve the night between the lines. Spark javelin, slice the rain tonight. Spark javelin, through the shattered light. One clean signal, one sharp flame. I cut the dark before it speaks my name. The tunnel fires in clipped measures. Each line becomes a warning cue. The road throws sparks across the water. I read them once and drive them through. Short breath, hard rain. Every wet shard hits my brain. Thin sight, clear aim. I split the blur before it claims me. The mirrors glare, the signs ignite. 1,000 fragments cross my side. I do not scatter, I do not sway. I hit the moment and tear away. Spark javelin, rip the rainfall wide. Spark javelin, strike the other side. Every second sharp and true. I clear the thunder and break right through. chicken in a measured row. Every second cuts away the fear till only clean decisions show. The windshield flickers with the broken map, white reflections sliding thin. I feel the distance start to snap, but I keep the motion locked within. Low breath, cold command, wet light across my hand. I don't chase the open view, I pass through what I have to do. Keep the pulse under frozen light, rain drills down through the tunnel wide. I hold the center when the dark gets tight. Pressure turns the wrong path right. Static gathers on the mirror side, tiny warnings fade and reappear. The curve ahead is nowhere to hide when the angle becomes clear. Every shadow presses into form, every sound is trimmed and low. I move inside the silent storm where the hidden currents flow. If the road begins to narrow, if the ceiling seems to fall, I will trust the smallest arrow and the rhythm under deep roads flow. The last tunnel fades into softer light. I follow the curve through the moving night. Aerial crest, carry me over the rain. Aerial crest, out of the shadow and strain. The sky breaks open, the height turns wide. I feel the road rise with the tide. Fly over shores with silver spray. A pale golden line race past the wind. Screaming into fire, the overpass breathes beneath my wheels and sends my heartbeat higher. Long beats reaching the air turns clear. The tunnel drifts away from me. I follow through the horizon. Every fog starts to shine across the higher line. City fades in a quiet street. I keep the morning inside the dream. Inside my chest, like a silver wind that will not rest. The road unfolds in a ribbon of blue, every drop turning into flame. I pass the dark that I once knew and leave it without a name. Tunnel echoes lift into the air, white cords rolling under me. The city fades in a shining flare and my heart runs free. All the low clouds fall behind, all the fear unwinds in time. Now the through the storm and past the light. Open the sky where the red light streams far past the towers and the broken beams. I feel the night rising inside my chest like a silver wind that will not rest. beyond the distant height. I follow the curve into the quiet light. Sapphire motion, flow beneath the rain. Sapphire motion, slip beyond the lane. The lights keep bending, the road turns wide. I ride the shimmer on the hidden side. the rain, split the shine. Sharp reflections cut a jagged line. One quick breath, one brighter sign. I hit the nine on a broken time. The mirror throws a fractured face, scatters it behind my eyes. Every mile is a pressure trace, every flash is a new disguise. I keep the rhythm clipped and clean, fast little sparks in a silver stream. No wasted motion in between, only the beat of a lucid machine. Hard light, cold glass, blue sparks whip and vanish fast. Tight grip, low sky, I feel the limit flashing by. Fight the rain, split the shine. Sharp reflections cut a jagged line. One quick breath, one bright sign. I hit the night on a broken time. Strike the rain, break the brain. Every shadow loses its name. I take the spark and make it mine. The final sign. Whispers under the dawn. Starts to rain. I do not scatter, I do not fall. I cross the strain by ringing it Rigid core, steady through the rain. Rigid core, silent through the strain. When lights tremble, then disappear, I leave the curve with my focus clear. The final echo fades behind. I carry the road inside my mind. Rain threads softly over the windshield. The city loosens into blue. A tower bends inside the mirror and disappears from view. The signals ripple, the skyline breathes. A pale green glow moves underneath. I follow the motion, I let it slide. The hidden route opens wide. Lucid estuary, drift beyond the rain. Lucid estuary, where the lights are life a dream. Starlit causeway, carry me over the rain. Starlit causeway, out of the shadow and strain. The sky keeps opening, the clouds divide. I feel the road rise with the The upper road glows through silver spray. A pale blue arc wakes past the bend. The engine lifts in a rolling wave and pulls me forward again. Far towers shine across the river, the windows streaming into fire. The overpass breathes beneath my wheels and sends my heartbeat higher. Long beams reaching, air turns clear. The tunnel drives away from city fades in a quiet stream. I keep the morning inside the dream. It shines through silver spray. A pale gold curve wakes past the bend. The engine lifts in a rolling wave and pulls me forward again. Far towers glow across the river. keep the pulse under frozen light. Rain drills down through the tunnel.